Hi everyone, this is Susan and welcome to week 9. So I have given everybody feedback on their blogs for what you had posted. I know some of you are running behind and you don't have 3 blog posts up yet. So just keep working and catch up, you'll get there. I left you the feedback under your blog URL. So just open up your blog link and I replied to that and you'll see the edits that I have given you. And then I wanted to go over the formatting with everybody. You're responsible for everything on your blog. And as you know now, blogging is tons of detail work. One thing I did add this week, I added a video for you. Oops, where'd it go? Oh, it's all the way down here. I have to bring this up. So I added this video for you to show you how to add your social sharing buttons. It's a really quick video, but getting into the menu that you need to get into is a little tricky since they kind of redid this. They redid some of their tools, so you have to go into your admin, which can be a little confusing. So watch the video and I show you how to do that, okay? Because you need your social media sharing buttons on your blog. So let's just review real quick. So for your final post or your final blog, you must, and let me just say this too. I'm going to go through and I'm going to tell you the most common mistakes that I'm seeing right now, okay? One of them is I am still seeing uncategorized on some blogs. You should not see this. No post should be uncategorized. The previous video shows you how to uncategorize and, you know, as making that your default. Categories are really important in keeping yourself and your content organized. When you have categories and you have tags, you look better to search engines because you're organized, okay? Then I'm still seeing a lot of subheads that are not properly formatted, okay? Now, subheads, and this is how I can tell they're properly formatted, they are a size bigger than they're at least a little bump up in size from your normal text. Now, if H2, you never want to use H1, that's just for your title, and WordPress takes care of that. But for go to H2. If it's just too big, go to H3. But you must format your subheads, okay? And you must also, make sure that any list that you have is actually numbered. And when you do the subhead for your list, you want to do it manually instead of using the auto number feature, so that you can make the numbers the same size as your subheads, okay? Some of you still, this is not a problem because I know some people are waiting, to get their photos and images all set, but you really do need 2 visuals per blog. And you really do need that feature image set on a homepage. It just looks so much better. If you don't like it, you don't have to have that, but you should still at least have an image in your blog. If you don't have 2 visuals, then you should at least have a really good visual on a subhead, okay? So 2 visuals are better. 1 with subheads is acceptable. Go through, make sure all of your spacing is uniform in your paragraphs. Oh, and that's the other thing too. Make sure if you do a colored subhead, that's great. And I think actually that adds a lot to the blog. Make sure you're consistent on how you're doing that across all of your posts. The embed links. I got to tell you guys, this drives me a little crazy. We do not have, you do never have a naked link on your site. You don't have them in resources. You don't have them in your regular posts. You just do not do that. All links must be embedded in descriptive text, and you must set them to open in a new window. Okay, we already talked about the social media sharing for your blog homepage. A few of you, let me say this. A few of you still have, and this is not your fault, this was just WordPress. WordPress set up a homepage and a blog feed page. Okay, this is new. So what you want to do, if your homepage is just your blog feed page, then just delete the blog feed page. You don't need 2 of them. So you can either call it homepage or blog, but you only need 1. And your menu order is homepage, about, resources, and then if you have a contact page, contact comes last, okay? You really shouldn't have anything on your menu that doesn't have content in it. Later on, you can certainly, go through and use your categories to create new menu items, but you're really probably not ready to do that yet. Okay. But on your main blog page, homepage, or blog feed page, you must only have excerpts. You have to get that read more line into each post. Okay. It's really important because let's say you had 10, 15 blog posts, and somebody had to scroll to see what all the content was, that would take forever and they would probably bounce. And you'll know what bouncing means after this week. So make sure you have your widgets. You want a follow button. You want your categories showing, and if you can, add that as a widget. And you want a text and or image widget. Okay. For those of you who have music or lifestyle blogs, you can hook in your Instagram. That looks really good. You can do that instead of some kind of image widget. You can add an image to a text widget too, which makes it look nice. Your about page, I'm seeing a lot of them don't have subheads. If your about page has like 4 or more paragraphs and you don't have images breaking it up, you should have at least 2 subheads. Okay. And properly format it in H2 or H3. Okay, so the other thing I want to tell you too is I do track your comments, and I also look to see that you're replying to some comments on your blog. Now, you don't have to reply to every single solitary thing, but you should be engaging with people who are leaving you comments. Okay, so please check in for your feedback for your blog. I try to catch everything. Obviously, I'm kind of going through a lot. I mean, ultimately, you really are responsible for everything on your blog. So if I go back in and I happen to see a typo I didn't see before, it's still your typo. So please make sure you fix that and really read through, make sure everything looks good. You can go ahead and post up your final blog posts, but do please submit them through the gradebook. You still need the 2 titles based on strategies. Although when you go to post, just pick the one that you like the best, but I still want to see 2. And it's exciting looking at all your blogs. They're really coming together. Okay, so reach out with any questions. I hope this helps, and I will be back.